Hi, welcome to Pink Board. Today we are going to see the summary of ZigZag, which is written by Asha Maya. So before we go to the lesson, let's know about the characters. Dr. Ashok T. Krishnan, he is a child specialist. Dr. Somu, he is a friend of Dr. Ashok. And we have Mrs. Krishnan, wife of Dr. Ashok, Aravind, their son, Maya, their daughter, and then Visu, the cook who is working in Dr. Somu's house, and we have Lakshmi, the maid of Krishnan's house. So here usually this man's clinic, Dr. Ashok's clinic, will be with so much of noise because it's a child specialist clinic, right? So here all the children who are coming there used to cry a lot, and that's how one day Dr. Somu called Dr. Ashok while he was in clinic, and through his call he informed that he is moving to Alaska, and he requested Dr. Ashok to have his pet ZigZag. Okay, he clearly tried to say that no, I can't have, but it sounded like yes for Dr. Somu because of the sound which is prevailing in Dr. Ashok's clinic. And he went to the house and informed that ZigZag is going to come to their house. As soon as they heard the name, the children, Aravind and Maya, started to guess what that ZigZag could be. So Maya was telling that I think it is the doctor uncle's pet which will spit poisonous liquid on the opponent's eye, and it is a beetle. Okay, for that Aravind is telling no, it is spitfire. I think the ZigZag is a poisonous snake. On hearing to this, Mrs. Krishnan was very much disturbed, and Dr. Ashok is trying to convince them by telling that the ZigZag is a bird which can talk 21 languages. Actually, Mrs. Krishnan is going to exhibit her paintings in a week, and she is busy in preparing that. And she was telling that all this doctor's gift and pets, okay, seems to be nuisance. But they were not ready to accept that. Okay, Maya is telling, no, the knife, the pen knife which the uncle gifted was so useful for me. Okay, and Mrs. Krishnan was replying that yes, it tore off 3 shirts and 2 pair of pants, trousers. Aravind is telling, no, the boomerang what I got from uncle is very good. For that, Mrs. Krishnan replies that yes, that boomerang cut the antennas cable, and then it broke down, okay, gave a permanent damage to many of the cars in the parking. And she also added that yes, I very well remember a gift from Dr. Somu, which is a plant which can eat insects. Yes, to keep that plant alive, today we are having a room heater in our house. So here Mrs. Krishnan is not ready to accept it. By the time the bird came with Visu. As the children know very well that this can speak 21 languages, they are trying to make the bird speak with them. But it is so stubborn, it is not ready to talk. Visu told that let it get comfortable with the new place. Okay, after that, definitely it will speak with you. Aravind rushed inside the kitchen to bring some fruits and nuts for the bird. When it was brought, one by one, it picked up and it went and sat over the chandelier and then the curtain rod and the wings of the fan, and it kept the fruits and nuts all over, half perched one, and it started to sleep. It felt bored and it started to sleep. As soon as it fell asleep, it was snoring. A loud noise we can hear, and we could able to feel that our eardrums were paining. So they don't know how to stop the bird from snoring. The children are trying with various sorts to make the bird wake up. They brought the water pistol. They made the room wet instead of waking the bird. The bird is not ready to get up. It is sleeping like anything. By the time Lakshmi came over there, Mrs. Krishnan and the children have locked themselves inside a room because of the sound, snoring sound. What this Lakshmi did is, she came and switched on the fan inside that room. Because of that, the half-baked fruits and nuts splashing over the room. On seeing to that, the maid is clapping and dancing, telling that it is the rain of bananas and papayas. And these bananas and papayas are splashing, and it spoiled the painting of Mrs. Krishnan. Mrs. Krishnan got very irritated. She wanted to kill the bird. By the time she received a phone call from the neighbors. One after the other they are calling, "What is that sound from your house? We couldn't able to be here." And one art critic who is living in upstairs, she was telling that, "Why are you singing so loudly? Okay, try in your soft voice." So Mrs. Krishnan couldn't able to answer the angry calls. So she immediately called Dr. Ashok to come home. Okay, when he came home, Mrs. Krishnan is insisting to send a mail to Dr. Somu to know how to stop this bird from snoring. The mail was sent. They didn't receive any reply. Okay, for 6 days they are suffering like this by the sound of the bird. And Dr. Ashok knows very well that Dr. Somu's reply is going to be very simple. Yes, that's how happened. In the reply, it was written that my bird won't sleep at all. Okay, and it won't snore. If you couldn't able to have the bird with you, you can send it back to Visu. That's what the message is. On reading that, Mrs. Krishnan want to send the bird immediately because she has invited her friends to come home to select her painting for the exhibition. So she can't keep the snoring bird in the house, which will make them feel bad. Not bad, mad. So no other option is there. Dr. Ashok need to take this bird to his clinic. Already it will be noisy. So he is warning ZigZag not to snore. And he don't want to leave the pet inside the car too. So when the pet came into the clinic, it stood over the reception desk. And by the time also, Dr. Ashok is telling, please don't sleep and snore. You know what the bird did? It was calling the children with the color of their dress. Blue color t-shirt. Why are you jumping over there in the sofa? Sit down. Hey you, why are you swinging on the curtains? Sit properly. So like this, the bird started to command each and everyone who are there, and moreover it made the crying child to smile. Dr. Ashok haven't had his clinic in such a way with peace. So silent the clinic is, and he peacefully did his work. And now it's a time for him to leave the pet with the zoo. And by the time he received a call from Mrs. Krishnan telling that the painting which is spoiled by the pet was bought by her friend, the art critic who is living in upstairs, and she bought it for 5,000. She is so happy, and now she is telling that you can bring the bird home. Let's try to have it for a week. By having it for a week. And now they have planned in such a way that in the morning the doctor can bring it to the hospital, and it is well behaving in the hospital, and it is busy with. By the time Mrs. Krishnan can do her painting peacefully. And that's how it has been planned. So now, to appreciate the bird, Dr. Ashok offered a toffee. The bird ate it along with the wrapper. Okay, and now, as if it is ready to do the work in the clinic with pleasure, okay, it is winking its eyelid. And the original name or the full name of ZigZag is Zihi Zaha, King of the Tonga, which is gift of Dr. Somu. So Dr. Somu received this bird from a witch doctor. Actually, Dr. Somu treated that doctor's son. He became well, and that's why he received this bird as a gift. I hope this is useful for you. Thank you.